Okay, this is really cool. I thought I'd just do a little video of this. So, this is the piece that was broken. Okay, so that obviously goes right there. Now, I've always wondered how they do the bypass for the, if you slam the trunk, then it doesn't pull it in. But if you just click it on, then it'll pull it in and tighten it automatically. So. Where's my... So this is a bit of a handful to try and okay. So there's a motor here and a motor here, and what this one is for the bypass, and this one kind of activates that. So let me just try and get this all held together. So you can see that's kind of a gear reduction sort of deal. And on the bottom, this little guy is what actually pulls the latch closed. Once it gets to a certain position, there's a magnet on the arm. You can see it right through that little window. Maybe. Anyway, there's a magnet right in here. And so when that magnet goes over a sensor on the motor, which is, I guess I have it in my hand. So there's sensors on the bottom here. And so once that magnet hits a sensor, then it tells one of the motors to go on, whether it's this one or this one. So this is the gear here that's giving me the problem. So see how it's kind of wobbly? Well, that's because nothing is holding it together. So this hole here goes around this knob, and then this little pin slips into that hole there. Okay, so then you can see if that's in place there, then when this motor moves, it's actually pulling this gear away from the big gear. So let's say it's in that position. Then these two gears are engaged. But if this motor turns and then lets this slide down, see, it pulls the gear away. See that? And you can imagine if this was in the right spot. I wish I had another finger. So once, I think, that's just a little bumper there, that black thing. So I think once this, same with this, that's just a little bumper up against the side of the housing. So once this motor is engaged, then this sensor must rotate this motor and bring it, into contact with this gear. So you can see that once this one is engaged, once this moves, see how it's moving this one slowly? So it's got a lot of torque. Right? So that's moving this lever on the bottom, which is closing the latch. But once this motor turns, it's going to pull that away. Now when this moves, it's not doing anything. Well, actually, yeah, sorry, it's come and hit it into this gear, which turns this little one on the bottom. So it's either this little one or this big one, and this switches the gear in between. So it's either this one or this one. And so because this is broken, this is able to float around, and that's why I was getting that machine gun noise, that ratchet, because these gears were just clanging away. I think this is all gonna just pop out of here. See, there's a spring in here. That's gonna pop out. So I'm gonna try and weld that. And I'll see how it goes.